What are
We've
you
got
doing
the
in there?
CEO of Yen.io in the house. Holy
Oh
crap.
my God, what am I doing? What am I involving myself in?
Yes. Yes, this
Fuckery.
is
You're
awesome.
involved in fuckery.
Are we just or what? What's
Welcome, John. Holy crap. Thank you for being here.
up? Crypto Nickel and Chris. Well, I think
Crypto Mikkel.
Mikkel.
You can tell
Yeah,
Peter.
we need to tell Peter to fix that English language.
His pronunciation can be a little off sometimes.
It's all good. It's all good. It creates quite a sense of community. I'll tell you
Yeah,
that, though.
Me and Kale laugh about it like every day. So
Yeah.
it's
When you can accept these small idiosyncrasies, you know it's something special, right?
Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
Chris, is that a Yen shirt you're wearing?
Yes, it is. I got this in the mail.
Hell yeah, that's sweet as
Thank you.
hell.
Thank you. I'm pretty sure you or Sue sent that to me. I got the address here. But there's no name, so I'm pretty sure it was Sue.
Sue sent it because she's the boss.
Yeah. So,
she's the boss.
well, I remember I said this
I'm
in the
just the
stream earlier,
CEO, but
but I
she's
haven't
the boss.
uploaded that stream, so I'll tell you. I was telling Sue that I needed black. That way I could wear it to work under my uniform. So when I take the uniform off, I'm representing.
Nice. What are you guys working on tonight?
This is actually the Zoom chat stream for my podcast, A Bit Too Far. The same podcast that's in league with my comic strip. So I've been.
I like that you're putting that together.
Yeah.
That's cool. Entire careers have been born out of like those types of sketches.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen it happen so many different times, and this quality is almost even secondary, right? Because you have things like XKCD, right? I love comics so much.
XKCD. I'm taking notes already. The CEO of Yen.io is speaking. I'm taking notes.
Oh my gosh, XKCD is like the de facto, like kind of techie. It's xkcd.com.
Okay.
It's essentially stick figures. Just check it out right now.
Oh. I think I've seen the stick figures. I don't know if I've been to XKCD though. But
put it in chat. There.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
Oh my god! Like I'm sure you've seen like but it's stick figures, man. But it's so fucking good, and he's been doing it forever.
Yes, that is awesome. I am totally gonna bookmark that and save that for later.
And did anyone ever else used to watch the stick figure ninjas on?
That's what I was thinking he was talking about when he's talking stick
on
figures.
Newgrounds.
When they start killing each other, those are awesome. I watched those.
Dude,
On
those were good shit.
I remember when those things were on MySpace. I had one of the most epic stick figure ninja battles on my MySpace profile.
Do you have a website that you're?
I do. Well, currently the website I have the .com and the .io. The plan is for abittofar.com to be the blog, and underneath each comic there's going to be the link to the .io straight to that comic's product. So if there's one comic that you just absolutely thought was hilarious, you like that one? Here's a T-shirt for it, or here's the mug for it. That sort of deal. So the .io is going to be the Shopify. And so I think A Bit Too Far might actually end up replacing my No FOMO apparel line, the No Fear of Missing Out apparel. Because A Bit Too Far can be a bit more encompassing when you think about it. I can do the comics and I can do the badassery.
Yeah, you could totally.
So.
If I had any recommendation, I think you're doing a great job. I would literally take a look at just copy what XKCD, boot it up now. Who cares about like it being a super polished website? Obviously, you can tell looks like dog shit. It's always looked like this actually. But then what you'll start building up is this history, like the archive, right, of all of your work, and people will be able to see the progression of your storytelling, the way that you do your art, and it's actually really cool to kind of be able to go all the way back to the very beginning, and then you can kind of as you kind of grow, you can begin to bolt on like the e-commerce features and the stores and stuff. But what you'll do is you'll learn a lot about the process of publishing, and you'll actually start working on the long tail, which is related to like SEO and image optimization. In fact, I did this experiment with a website that was strictly based on kind of images and SEO for a while. And that website was made like thousands of dollars a day in just kind of random advertising. And it's strictly a picture site.
Wow.
But I optimized the images and the and the keywords related to the images so that Google would actually index those pretty highly. And eventually I shut it down. It was a very funny story, but it actually made me a lot of money. So image optimization is like one of the best kept secrets.
Yeah, search engine optimization. I was learning about that when I was into affiliate marketing. So I know exactly what you're talking about. And so I will.
You should just start doing it, because I see your comics on and stuff like that. And like,
yeah, I've been posting on Yen.
Yeah. Like, you should be linking directly to like the actual blog page, the canonical post page of the comic. So then Google's going to start giving you a lot of juice.
Okay. All right.
And the earlier the better, because it's all about kind of long term.
All right. I guess I will start doing. Because my original plan was to.
The original plan sucked. Just do it my way.
That's funny.
Yes, sir.
I'm just kidding.
Well, no, the original plan was to utilize, because I know that Yen's going to come up with private groups eventually, and that feature. And so what I was planning on doing, like the Patreon, I was planning on having the Patreon feature of Yen, like the private group that you could subscribe to, and give them the Discord access. And currently, Discord is about. I think I jump-started to not from 15 to about 21 comics ahead of where Yen is right now. And so the people that are a part of my A Bit Too Far Discord channel actually have the comics before anybody else. So once I have it, I'm doing Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday comics on Yen. And then, I was planning on doing the whole, better quality pictures on the actual .com, but I'm going to go ahead and start doing what you suggested.
Yeah. The name of the game is it's like it. You don't want to over engineer the. You don't want to over engineer access points to your content, especially in the early especially as you start building your community and your network and kind of the brand of the product, because early stage, the reality is you actually don't know who ultimately is going to become your prototypical customer.
Right.
So you can actually close yourself off to really large opportunities of group types of personas and types of buyers,
right,
by trying to over engineer kind of the entryways in the beginning. The way that like we modeled this when we started like YouTube and the Bitcoin Pub, but like we didn't have any limitations to access. We just we wanted to collect as many people as possible just to see who would show up, right? And then over time, as the community matured, as we got 2, 3, 5, 10,000 members on the pub, that's when we're like, holy fuck, okay, this is more than a few hundred. Now we can begin to segment out because we have a much more bigger data set of who's showing up. We can actually do demographic surveys in our back end, and then be able to do then begin to actually create some of those more kind of equations around what we believe that conversions could be. But your data set's too small, right? Mm-hmm. So there would be a little bit more wisdom of just kind of opening it up earlier, right? Just so you can get as many people as you can. And then you start paring things back down, and then you can actually decide, okay, like this type of group, like can afford this, and this type of group can afford this, and this and stuff like that. So don't over engineer. Like, I think maybe something that we don't communicate it well enough is that if you copy what Peter and I have done as of today, you'd be doing it wrong. What you really have to do is go back 18 months and try to copy what we did then, which is very difficult, right? Because most folks weren't there then. But that's where you start.
Right.
Instead of trying to take a look at what we have today, because what we have today is the result of a fuck ton of experiments that got us there, and you miss all that very critical learning and that pathing that's required to build a really robust business. And every business is going to look very different. So don't short circuit the learning cycles that are going to be very useful for you as you scale the kind of this next project.
Okay. All right. Then you know what? That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to start uploading to abittofar.com.
Yeah, I can't. It's going to be great. It's going to be so good, man.
I will upload every day on abittofar.com, like 7 days a week to catch up to where Ian currently is. And then when I get to the point where A Bit Too Far is now ahead, then I will go ahead and start linking to the website. You know,
you can be like, will you be the first web comic artist on Yin?
Yes, I am.
Oh man, that's gonna be so cool.
You know,
we could totally pimp that out.
So, I've been doing these comics for about 2, maybe 3 weeks now, and it's been say what?
You having fun with it?
Yes, it's been a blast. That's actually one of the reasons why I actually started the Zoom chats was, because Bill Watterson and Gary Larson are my 2 biggest influences, The Far Side and Calvin and Hobbes,
I grew up with those.
Yeah, exactly. And I know there's no way in hell one person can do 30 years worth of comics without any help, without any input, without any stories coming from somebody else. It's like, hey, you know what? That's a great idea. Calvin could do that, or whatever, and so, basically getting this chat going, this podcast was actually to not only talk about crypto and talk about what we're doing, talk about our families, but also, every once in a while I ask this one specific question. So guess what? It's your turn to think about it. Tell us a joke. Well, it is a bit too far. It is, the whole point is,
right.
If you can come up with the joke during the course of the stream, then awesome. If not, hey, you know what? We had a great time chatting. We had a great time hanging out. And you know what? Sometimes the content in our stream actually brings me an idea. Like, for instance, we didn't actually have a joke one of the streams, and I happened to see Crypto Mikkel, his daughter actually came up and was like pushing the microphone up closer to his face. Yeah, just like a little hand, just like putting it up towards his eyeballs. And I'm like, oh, that is adorable. It's like I could totally make a moment like that. And I drew it down on like when you're in the middle of an interview and your daughter wants to help.
Yeah.
And so I have a small little sticky. I haven't actually drawn up the real one yet, but there you go right there. Here, Daddy.
I love that.
It just little moments, it doesn't, none of these things are going to be 100% funny. I mean, there's plenty of stuff that I'm thinking, that'd be kind of cool, but trying to come up with a way to make it have like that punchline, it's just sometimes not there. But you know what? Someone somewhere is going to appreciate the humor. And you know what? The longer I'm doing this, the longer the greater the crowd's going to be. And when I do have those solid punchlines, those will take off,
Yeah.
So, and I think I had a real good solid one this morning. I had a real good solid one this morning that I shared with the people in A Bit Too Far. So
I love that. I think your head is in the right place too, because that's just the way that I'm built as well. But just consistently doing the same thing over a very long period of time, it's really the only true strategy that I know, because most people just simply don't have either the stamina or the stubbornness, maybe both. And so it's literally a game of attrition. Mm-hmm. Most people quit way before the payoff. And even even my own story, I just lucked into it. I didn't even know that there was an opportunity through simply not quitting,
Right.
and continuing to show up. And so, now I see this pattern emerging in my entire life in every professional venue. It's wow, like, all my peers who I thought were going to be, big, hot shit, like they all quit, right? In whatever industry or vertical or niche or market like they're working in. I just kept kind of like plodding along. It's very like the tortoise and the hare is like my favorite Aesop's like story of all time.
Yeah.
Because I really feel like the tortoise, but I win. So I don't really mind like all the other distractions.
Right. Right.
And even like with my own personal YouTube channel, like I crossed 2,000 subscribers in 10 years.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you. But I think like if I keep doing that, just one video every week or every other week, and if I just don't quit, like at some point, like I'm just going to look around and be like, where is everyone? And it may not work for that one, but in particular, but like, I really believe that philosophy of if you dedicate yourself to something over a long period of time, like the sheer expansive nature of that body of work will create incredible benefit and return. And the same thing with like Brian, I see you doing like the videos. I see the views are low, like to begin with, like who gives a fuck, Brian? Like It's great that you're doing it. You're the first person consistently sharing videos about mining in yen. You're going to be the first person, and people are just going to, after a while, be like, fuck, that guy's been doing it forever.
Right.
And they're just going to ascribe to you. They're going to connote to you expertise, right? Experience. And you're just going to earn that attention that you deserve. So I'm really encouraged when I see shit like that. Like, I'm really encouraged. Don't quit.
I'm
not.
that was like some of the most amazing, encouragement right there. That,
Right.
I'm definitely not quitting.
Big validation, pal.
I'm going to go ahead and send
The
you.
thing is that, Brian, like, it's obvious that you're having fun. That's that's the kicker, because you will see some people who will do that, and you're just like, man, you fucking hate this, like, right? But and sure, like there are definitely days where you get up and you're like, okay, this is the last thing I want to do. But more often than not, like it's very clear in your videos, like, oh my God, Brian's like really having fun with this, and that is almost more endearing to people than sometimes the content, is because and I think Peter and I communicated, is that today? Did Peter and I do a live stream this morning?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Today is Wednesday.
It's been crazy. Like,
it's still Wednesday.
I think the thing that Peter does really well, I don't think that I do this very well, but I think Peter does this really well, is you can tell he's like having a lot of fun, right?
Right.
And sometimes when you encounter people that just seem to be full of life, almost regardless of what they're talking about, you're like, I just want to hang out with that person, because that person really, really is contagious. Right. And I think Pete could talk about almost anything, and people would be like, hey, he's really contagious. And I think that means that the fact that you show up, you smile, Brian, it's clear that you love what you do, that's a huge difference. That is actually a competitive advantage.
Thank you.
Yeah. Brian has been doing some amazing work on his YouTube channel and his Discord. I would love to get into mining right now, but I have to have my priorities straight. Like, one, I got to get a new camera. That way I can go ahead and get into this DCTV correspondence going on. And also a new, I said it just a half hour ago, but a new tablet, like an iPad. I don't use Apple, so that's going to be alien to me, but some kind of tablet that I could put like Procreate on, so I can actually do my drawings on an electronic device instead of, putting it on little sketch pads that I make at work, and then snapping pictures of them.
But this might sound like super strange to you, but that's kind of a shtick.
Right, I kind of like it.
I kind of like this low res, especially if you, on your blog or on the site, you actually take time on the about page or whatever, or maybe even like my process, like as a dedicated page. Like, this is literally how I do this.
Mm-hmm.
And it's super low res, it's super analog, it's kind of janky, but it's my fucking thing. And God, like people have done even less with that kind of analog. Let me pull this up real quick. This is one of my favorite designers of all time.
Well, even look at Calvin and Hobbes. I mean, look at the early days stuff. That was all just basically sketch art.
Yeah. Here, I'm sure you all heard of a guy named Gaping Void.
No.
Oh my God. Okay, so Gaping Void, he built an entire career designing his art with a single black pen on the back of used business cards. Okay, super analog and super janky, except now he has a fucking empire. Here's the link right here. And I'm sure you may have also seen his work, because now he literally does these, like, essentially the art for like massive enterprises. And he gets paid tens of thousands of dollars. So these really super janky pieces of art. But you can see he's like has a huge team now. But if you actually go through his story, he started with like a pen and a fucking business card and just started scratching shit. And it was just black, and anyway. So I just like oh my God, if you go to his blog, he has like 638 pages. His name is Hugh McCloyd, right? Oh, here we go. Here's one of his first ones ever. Like, you just have to like appreciate this. Linked it up, right? So it's on the back of a shitty business card, and that's it. It's a black,
Yeah.
And I fucking, and so it became at some point many times like, man, I should probably upgrade my process, right? But he became known for the guy with a black pen and business card, like shitty business cards.
Wow.
So I just, in your process of thinking through, like, what exactly do I want to do creatively, don't throw away the unique things, right? Because then you'll become just mediocre, like everyone else, using a nice fancy iPad and $50 piece of software. That shit's boring. So I don't know, just some alternative thinking, if you will. I'm not telling you what to do here.
Right.
So there's something pretty cool about the super analog approach.
Okay. Well, I love what you're saying. This is giving me like so much encouragement right now. It's like, oh yes, I am on it. I just need to pivot a little bit in where I'm going. My strategy, and I maybe I'm.
You got to do it the sun drop style.
I know, right? Got that sun drop style.
Oh my God, this is one of my favorite ones. Here, I just shared that link.
Okay, all right. By the way, I sent you a personal invite. I sent you a personal invite in the Discord to my.
I already joined.
Oh, you did? When? I didn't even see it. All I saw was the. There you are. Yes.
So how do you go from "Yay, my penis is mighty" to selling these pieces of artwork for tens, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars at large enterprises? Like, how does that work? Well, it works because he just kept fucking doing it.
Wow, you are not kidding. Somebody is going to be paying.
I'm like, seriously. I actually
it's like, that was huge. It's like, damn.
Right? We might be looking at next Stan Lee replacement here.
I've actually contacted Hugh McCloyd because I wanted to commission him to do a piece of artwork for one of my previous companies, and he wouldn't you don't talk with them. You talk with their design staff or whatever.
Right.
He wouldn't even talk to me for anything less than like $25,000. I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
Oh my God.
I was like,
he won't answer the phone unless you pay him $25,000.
Because his clients are IBM and Microsoft and shit like that, AT&T and whatever the fuck.
Oh my God.
But now, he's the fucking man, so whatever. And I totally respect that.
Whatever.
Anyway.
Wow. So. That isn't, you know what? Going from just drawing a janky thing on a business card to charging $25,000 just to take a phone call, it works. Sign me up. Sign me up.
I think you've gone a bit too far.
Wow. Yep. Thanks, Crypto Mikhail.
And I wish I had some like heat and like insulation in my garage, man. That's like I'm itching to like do some car stuff with my channel too. Oh my
That
gosh.
reminds me, Nemesis, because you're here, I wanted to say this earlier, but I totally forgot, because John jumped on here and we just kind of went,
Oh, sorry, I'm fucking everything up.
Oh no, you're
You
not.
know what? This has been an honor to have you on here. This has been like
no
so
kidding.
awesome. Okay. But real quick, Nemesis, you were talking about how you want to do mining and how you want to do your garage, but your garage has been kind of put on hold because it's cold right now.
Yep.
Just put your mining rigs in your garage and all of a sudden you have heat.
Right.
That's true.
There you go.
I'm already warming up my entire house. It's like 77 degrees in my house with it being like, I think it's 18 degrees outside.
Wow. And that's all from the mining rigs heating your home?
Yeah.
That's how you save money is by, off costing, like something else. It's like if I can replace my heating bill with mining, I'm getting paid to mine and it's dual purpose.
Yes.
Do it.
Yeah, I mean, I showed you my rigs earlier.
Yeah.
You know, with the exhaust fan on top, it blows the hot air, pulls it up and pushes it right back in
right
the
now.
There you go. There you go.
Some of that.
Ethereum Classic.
Yeah, Ethereum Classic.
So John, in the message that I sent you, I also sent you a preview of, well, no longer a preview because you joined the Discord. That comic that I sent you has not been posted to Yen yet. Have you had a chance to look at it yet? I would like to see your honest reaction.
Let's see. Let me jump back up in here.
Drum roll.
Wait, I'm trying.
I got my drums in the other room. I can do that.
Which one? Is it today?
Run.
11?
It's in your messenger, the one that I sent you.
Oh, wait. Am I not seeing it? Sorry. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. Link it up to me again. I must be missing it.
Going in right now. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and send the picture one more time.
Okay, cool. Are you sending it on Discord?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. For some reason,
I said it was my favorite comic of the day. I had uploaded, I think, 5 different comics this morning.
There it is. Okay.
All right, so I want to see your honest reaction.
Couldn't fucking get back to it. Oh my god. Is she at? I'm trying to see it. Is it an airport?
Well, no. Just click on the picture so you can actually read it.
Oh, okay.
It'll blow up a little bit. There you go.
Oh my god. That's awesome. So what inspired this one?
What inspired this one? An actual true story. Somebody
You're
at
actually
work.
a decent drawer.
Well, to be honest, I Google searched "shy, embarrassed girl" on Google, and I just ripped somebody else's art and just drew it myself. So that's my version of that one.
Dude, no shame in the game, though.
You know. Here's there you go. Look at that. That's a bearded lizard I'm still working on. Okay, a bearded dragon. Anyway,
Remember the bottom, the bottom, the bar is set at XKCD and Gaping Void. So
absolutely.
Like that is just like holy shit.
Yeah. So basically, I was told a story last night by one of my coworkers where an individual had actually received at the Lost and Found desk a woman's vibrator, and not knowing how to actually log it in and catalog on the paperwork, the description of this item, he actually described it the way that I had described it in the in the thing. It was a young lady's replacement for a meaningful relationship. So it was just simply that's how he logged it in, and it was funny as hell. But to put it in a comic format, I had to do a little bit. She never came back to claim it. Of course. But for that to be the punchline was just too sweet to pass up.
Yeah. Here's a really great example of why you don't want to short circuit your access in the very beginning. is because the internet obviously is massive, right? And you really have no idea how your comics will ultimately resonate with like meaningful groups of people.
Mm-hmm.
And so as you, the bigger your library becomes, again, the more data that you're going to have, and you're going to realize that, and you can actually begin to track this through like analytics and stuff like that, but then you'll begin to realize, holy shit, like patterns will emerge. This type of comic with these types of themes really works for whatever fucking reason. And it'll be mostly a mystery, right? But then you can run very quick and small experiments against those patterns, right? The data that you're beginning to gather. And you say, well, I'm going to intentionally start spending more time on these themes. And if things continue to spike and kind of, grow exponentially, then you've essentially found market fit. But again, you have to open that library up to as many people as possible in the very beginning, or you're not going to be able to collect that data. So, would it be crazy to think a year from now where these type of like tongue-in-cheek sexual type of humor, which everyone kind of gets, right? But that is somewhat awkward, like that becomes, for whatever reason, it. And then you're like, holy shit, like that's my shtick. Like this super analog, janky, whatever, almost bathroom type humor, but I built an entire empire on this. And that's kind of cool, right? But unless you opened it up to more people, you would never be able to collect that data very fast. Anyway.
Outstanding.
Yeah.
Outstanding. I am loving this. This is awesome. This is awesome. I'm so glad you're here today.
Yeah. So
it's helping me out too, because I'm applying it to what I'm doing. I'm like trying to think. I was like, it makes sense. I have enough products on my store now that I could open my store.
You should totally open it up that way. During like the morning streams, that's your store is one of the ones that I'm sharing when I'm saying, hey, do you like Peter's swag? Get yours here. I'm always posting. I've literally created so many different 200 character or less things to just copy and paste into freaking YouTube. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. I mean, in the very beginning, it's all about experiments. And don't be shy about incomplete products or like if it's looking like shit, like who really cares, right? Like no one's gonna remember any of that anyway. But you won't regret the copious amount of data that you were able to capture earlier on in the process. That you won't be able to get back. So it's far better to put your pride on the shelf and just be like, well, fuck it. I'm just going to be in data collection mode and experiment the fuck out of it to see what really resonates with the audience that I'm trying to grow. And then fuck the rest.
It's pretty much what I'm doing.
I love it. I love it. This is awesome. From someone who's done it. This is how you do it.
Done a few times.
Outstanding.
What else? How else can I help you guys?
Well,
because if not, I'm gonna go smoke a bowl.
You can smoke a bowl with us.
Right. I'm dabbing it up right now.
Like I'm looking at my e-cigs going on. I got my two trustees right here.
I got some pre-rolls. I want to do.
Well, how's your wife feel about you doing that indoors? Do you go outdoors to do that?
Oh, I go. Yeah, she does. Yeah. She can't stand the smell.
I figured as much, yeah. But hey, you know what? If you ever take your laptop or whatever you're using outside, you're more than welcome to join us. It really is a social thing when you think about it. I mean, that's how most people get started. It was introduced to them socially. Same with cigarettes. Like the only time I was, smoking cigarettes for a while was socially, and now I carry this on my duty belt at work. I have it in my flashlight holder so that I'm no longer using cigarettes, and it's been great. But
yeah. I use it for I smoke because I have anxiety. Anxiety disorder. So
it helps with the ADD and the ADHD too.
Oh God, so much.
Oh yes, I know.
I'm waiting on a care package from a buddy of mine. We actually, he came up to me and he said, "Hey Doc, I need help. I want to create a vape shop, and somebody already took Katana Vapors." And I was in the middle of watching Black Sails on Stars, and this is when I still had TV. And I was like, well, why don't you just call it Black Flag Vapors? Or, since we were both, military, I was like, or Patriot Vapors. He's like, stop, look up Black Flag, So I did, and we created the website. I designed the logo for him. I designed the gift card and everything. And he ran that shop for like a good year and a half, I want to say, before his health, told him that he had to close it down. But I'm expecting a care package from him of some juices that he made. And one of the ones that I'm looking forward to is actually Monster flavored. I like the Monster energy drinks with caffeine in it. So I get my rip of caffeine as well as my nicotine at the same time.
Oh, man. That's probably fucking for me.
That is totally going in the duty belt. I'm telling you that right now.
He said duty.
But yeah. Anyway, John, thank you for being here so much. This has been like a total surprise, a total blast. I'm glad you're here, and I'm glad you joined the Discords, and learned a lot in the past, 40 minutes. We got about 2 minutes left. Is there anything either one of you guys want to say to the audience that might be watching later?
Oh shit! It's being recorded. Okay.
Yes, it was being recorded.
And then smoking cigarettes. No, I'm just kidding. No, just thank you so much for all that you guys do, and like you bring life to the community. You bring life to Peter and me and the team, and I really am so grateful that we're not doing this alone, right? Because we could be sitting here like writing software like the void, but I never feel like that. So like jumping in things like this somewhat randomly is a total blast for me, because it really gives me an opportunity to connect with all of you and to learn more about your stories and your hopes, your dreams, and I then take that into the thinking that I do as we design the software. So I really appreciate it.
Well, once again, thank you for being here, John, the CEO of Yen.io. And
right,
for all of you guys out there, if you want a sneak peek at it, visit sundrop.io. Sign up for the email list to get in. And I can't wait to see you all there. We're all going to the moon. And be sure to check out Nemesis' channel, Crypto Mikkel's channel, John's channel, his blog. Everybody's got their own hustles going on. And stay tuned. You guys are not going to regret it. Bill Kraft, thank you for being here. We see you in the chat. And everybody, you guys have a great one. Peace out.
Later.